We spent barely half a day with Jennifer King and her team from the Daylight Project on a mission to light up Kampala's slums with plastic bottles.
We're taking plastic bottles that, a lot of times end up in the rubbish or being burnt or clogging drains out of the environment and turning them into a light.
A handful of tools are needed, and this bag holds the key to making cheap and affordable light. It's not long before they're all laid out. The basics include plastic bottles, squarely cut iron sheets, screwdrivers, pliers, hammer, markers to show where the light will be, sandpaper and bleach, jig. Each of these plays a role in making the bottle light up. It is an electrifying moment, a life-changing experience.
Marking where this plastic light is going to be.
The process begins.
So it's using this marker to mark where it's going to cut a hole and insert this plastic bottle.
After the circles have been marked, the smaller circle is cut out.
Then after that, you join this small circle to the outer part, to the big circle that you've traced.
The inner markings are joined to the bigger circle. Then they are pulled up. These will be holding the bottle or light firmly.
The purpose of these things, of cutting these things, is to hold that plastic bottle in one position.
At which percentage are we getting our light?
Yeah,
Percentage are we?
I can say we are at around 20.
Okay. The cropped iron sheet is then fit. We are 25% now. The gaps are then sealed around the bottle with silicone. No hole should be exposed. The same is applied when the bottle is turned upside down.
And you make sure that you don't over-apply this silicone. You can use one bottle of silicone and construct around 4 lights. This one is now ready.
After the silicone application, the bottle is hung to dry for about 1 hour.
Now when it's dry, we are at what percentage?
50.
Okay,
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
The final elements to making light draw nearer: water and jig.
You almost fill it.
Leaving enough space for 2 to 3 lids of the jig bottle top for purification.
Once you put here water, which is not very clear, which is not pure, it means that you're not going to get good light in your room. This one is now ready to be installed.
We have our light.
Yeah, this is light.
This is light.
Yeah.
I am totally mesmerized. This is light.
Yeah.
This is light.
And I'm not the only one. Some inquisitive passers-by make a stop.
Sunshine actually will hit on this bottle, and then the sun rays will be reflected down in your room.
So it means it works by sun rays?
Exactly. Okay. That is why it is called solar.
Okay.
Yeah. This is solar, only that it uses simple local tools, technology, for you to have it in your room. Yeah.
Are you somehow being
converted? So you cannot connect any wire on them?
Oh, no, you don't need to use any wire. Yeah.
It just works for lighting only?
Exactly.
During daytime?
Exactly. You don't actually you don't as in use it for like watching TV, like charging.
Jennifer King, the director Daylight, says this simple solar technology originated in Brazil.
We are working with our partners Shelter and Settlement Alternatives, the Ugandan Human Settlement Network. So we piloted the project, very small scale, in Kisenyi 3 in Kiti Zone. So now we're active in about 20 zones across Kampala and have installed outside of Kampala area.
She says most people in these settings live in darkness. Armed with the finished products, the work begins through the narrow, filthy alleys of the slummy areas of Namwongo to see the installation. It takes just a little cut into the iron sheet. The nails make their mark. The final silicone seal is made with a bottle top, and it's goodbye day darkness electricity.
And within kind of an hour from the start of construction to the installation, people have a 60-watt light bulb that can last up to 7 years.
Immaculate Alasso is one of these people.
During day, it really shines like it's electricity. And when it goes beyond, like when it goes beyond like 7, it also goes down, like goes down like as electricity is overused.
She calls it a good, inexpensive innovation that has withstood the vagaries of weather like powerful rains. And her business, she does from within.
Such a thing, even if it were come at a price, would you acquire it?
Of course, I would go for it because I have seen that it's useful.
Ida Nabutono, who stays about 300 meters away, shares her excitement. She saw the light upon a chance meeting with Jenny, where she was teaching the locals about daylight.
I no longer spend a lot on paraffin and candles. From 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm awash with light.
When you're having to, light your house for 12 hours when it's super bright outside, yeah, you're saving on electricity, reducing the demand on the grid. So it benefits all Ugandans, really.
Now, even if the sunlight is totally out, the beauty about this bottle is that it can still tap into a source of energy nearby. So if a neighbor is in the dark and another one has some light, like that one over there, this can tap into that light and they'll still get some lights.
It's one of those projects that you really have to see it to believe it. We always install kind of in clusters, one neighbor will install and then all the other neighbors over time will want it because it's not one of those things that you don't look at a plastic light.
So do you think you can meet the demand because people are really going to demand for them?
Yeah, we're trying. We've started a new project where we're employing community members to be our representatives on the ground.
They are set to duplicate the model in other areas around Kampala.
In every single one of those workshops, people tell us, take us to the village. That's where people need it. Take it to the village. And we say that we're only 4 or 5, but if we teach everyone and they take it back to their village, then we can really, reach all of Uganda because it's a big place.
You're not keeping it to yourselves?
No, the whole idea is to share.
If more people, especially those with low incomes, turn to this innovation, it would go a long way in reducing pressure on natural resources, promote recycling, and improve the quality of life. Florence Naluyimba, NTV.